Good morning, Northern Stars. Just wanted to say welcome to your 2-day offsite, on-site, off-site, rivers, canoes, canals, boats, water, lunches, a lot of fun, a lot of hard work as well. But I just really wanted to say welcome, and you've deserved the fact that you've won this award, so good for you. Go and really enjoy it. It's always important to reflect when you've had a really good win at something and that you've done well, and take your time just to celebrate. That's a really important thing. Having said that, what I wanted to do is I really just wanted to just talk to you briefly about where we are with Yellow at the moment and a little bit about what's going on. Obviously times are tough. We've seen quite a lot of information in the press over the last few months around opt-outs and things like that. Now, that in itself can sound quite alarming, but as we know, we've had about 8% opt-out in Auckland, which is about 56,000 people, which in some ways is a good thing, because those 56,000 people were the people that were never going to use the book in the first place. And so it saved us some printing costs. But more importantly, as they were the people that were never going to use the book, we now have the opportunity to promote to them all of our digital services, because we know who they are, and that's what we'll do. And it's really important that we make sure that we're providing the services that our customers want, and that we are helping every single business thrive. You'll hear me talk a lot this year about helping every business thrive, and that's really what your role is. That's our mission statement as a business, and that's what your role needs to do every day, and that's what I want you to all be passionate about. And as you go through the next couple of days and you're setting your goals for the year, I really want you to put the customer at the heart of every decision you make and everything that you think about in terms of how you're going to plan your year, how you're going to plan your call cycles, where you're going to go, what you're going to do, how you're going to be successful, how are you going to help our customers thrive, how are you going to help each and every one of them be a complete success this year and help them achieve their goals, while at the same time you achieve your goals. Print remains really, really important. As we know, that's very good for the EBITDA. Now we're tracking slightly behind on our EBITDA target at the moment, and we need to work really hard to make sure that every print book, every front cover, back cover, magnet, spine of the books, inside cover that we can sell is absolutely promoted as much as we possibly can. Now, we made a decision yesterday, in fact, to say that we will release the front covers and the magnets and everything earlier than we have done in the past. If our customers are not going to renew, then we'll enable them to be sold somewhere else. That's going to be really important, and that's the sort of thing that is going to affect our EBITDA the most. And it is important that we hit EBITDA. That's ultimately why we're here. That's what we do this for. This is why the board employ us all, allow us to do what we do. But it's really important that we give back and make sure that we're hitting those targets. We're finding the cash for the business and everything else that will enable us to thrive as a business. But what I want you to know is that we are doing everything that we can as a management team to make sure that we've got a long-term sustainable business, and one which means that we can all be employed for a long time. We are at a place where I want us to be as a business. We now have two distinct parts of the business. We have a retention part of the business, which is where you're working. Now, the retention part for you, the Northern Stars, is obviously all of the accounts that you look after, and your job is to cross-sell and upsell on the digital products and the print products, and to help all of your customers to thrive. And that's the retention part, and you're led by a fantastic leader, June, who's in the room with you. We've then got in Wellington, we've got Scott and his team, and he looks after the Napier region and Palmerston North and Wanganui and that type of area, New Plymouth. And then obviously you've got Pete down in Christchurch that's also doing his thing. And so that's the real retention part of the business. We've then got, as well as the retention part of the business, we've also got a new business part, which is now led by Jenna Glatt. And Jenna will be building a team of 5 business development managers who will be split across the country. There'll be 3 in Auckland, there'll be 1 in Christchurch, and there'll be 1 in Wellington. And her part of the business is really going to be going after that middle enterprise piece, the sorts of customers that a lot of you look after, but we want to bring more and more on if we possibly can. And that's going to be something that's going to be really important as we go through this year. So we've got 2 distinct parts of the business. We've got the We've got the existing part of the business, the retention part of the business, led by our RMs and of course Jill and the contact centre and all of the pools that we've got in there and the business that we look after there. And then we've also got the new business and the new part of that business. Now I presented that plan and that strategy to Darren Linton yesterday, in fact, and he was incredibly supportive of what we were trying to do and where we were trying to go and where we're going to land. So I'm not going to just talk and talk, I can do, as you all know, but what I wanted to do was to just say, once again, well done for being in the room now. You've earned the money that you've now got, which is enabling you to go whitewater rafting and just to have a really good time. Celebrate, enjoy, reflect, but also plan, and plan really well. Set your goals, write them down, work out what it is that you want to do this year, both professionally and put some personal goals in there as well, and measure yourself, share them, and talk about how you're going to go and achieve those things this year, together and individually. It's a really important thing to do, and if you can do that, together we will all be successful. Come and find me at any time. I'd love to come and see more of your customers. I don't spend enough time in the detail of the business and down with you guys. I need to get out more. Please don't be frightened to invite me along. I'm fairly presentable. But go out, do what you can to be as successful as you possibly can, but also to hit your personal goals and to grow as a team and individuals. Enjoy the next couple of days, look after each other. And just finally, I just wanted to say, and I found out kind of to my cost, that as you go through this year, remember it's a marathon, not a sprint. You can't sprint all the time. Make sure that you look after yourself. Make sure that you're getting plenty of exercise. Make sure that you are eating well, that you're sleeping well enough, that you're doing all of the things you need to do that's going to enable you to function both in a business world and also in the in your private lives as well, because it's really important that you do look after yourselves and you don't want to spoil your holidays. I found out to my cost this year that I just ran too fast, wasn't sleeping enough, and that's something that I've set a goal to make sure that I'm doing more sleep and those sorts of things this year. Go and enjoy, have fun, as I say, take care of yourselves, and know that we're doing everything that we can to make sure that we have a really good long-term digital and print business moving forward. Thank you for all of your hard work, and I'll look forward to working with all of you this year and helping you all achieve your goals. And remember, our number one mission as a business is to help every business thrive. Cheers and have a great day.